Okay, we are live. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. We are live. Live from the charts. All right. So we started a new month, so we could still use the yearly, as we'll take a look here. Still use the yearly. In fact, let's bring this up. Let's just take a look. Okay, well, for some context, see how that profile looks. Okay, so we have kind of a low volume node here, a low volume node here. All right. Anyway, this previous value area, we're still reacting. So it looks like on Wednesday we kind of dipped below and tested again, and then on Thursday we're still kind of on this 44.82 level because it's a new quarter. Um, can't really use this. All we could really use is a previous quarter area, so can't use that. Maybe rely on the volume profile, but I don't see anything there. So we go to the monthly. Much like the quarter, we have a new month. This is kind of a curve, so this is interesting actually. Um, and we did actually get a reaction from this. So we have this curve, and this is kind of what I would say the end of the curve, and we had a nice response to it, but unfortunately that was at 8 a.m. and we only trade regular trading hours, so couldn't really get in on this move. So let's go to the weekly, and I don't know, going into this week, I wasn't taking it seriously given the weekend of not the weekend, but given the holiday of July 4th. So I didn't think there's going to be a lot of volume trading. So I didn't think much of this stuff mattered. Oh, I was wrong because look at the way this weekly fell. So this morning at 3 a.m. we open, pull back to the 1.5 standard deviation. That would have been a nice pullback short, and then we run. Could have targeted these like a low volume node here or a low volume node here. Fortunately, and also at the end of this kind of value area, we do get this bounce at 8 a.m. So unfortunately, it's just kind of out of our time. Maybe you could see a little reaction on the 9:30 bar. So it opens, kind of tests around here. This little volume node, and then we pull up. We hit the 1 standard deviation. We look above and then come back. So this could have tried a pullback short opportunity. Then we test this. So we're officially rotational, still rotation. Then price comes down and taps the 2 standard deviation. Now this is where you would look for an extreme fade, and it just so happens that this 2 standard deviation matches kind of the end of this curve, of this little ledge. That's a nice little confluence there, and it takes it all the way across to 44.89. So take all price seriously is the lesson I learned today. I wasn't even looking at this profile, and that was a big mistake, as we'll get into this in a second. All right, let's get this pulled up. So we're just copying the drawings from my composite chart, and here we go. So price opens. So we have price, it opens, pulls back to VWAP, maintains. Finally go a decent move up, pull back to value area. Deltas, nothing's too strong. Not seeing anything that's really blowing my mind here. But so if you take this short or this long from 81 with a stop about 79, We've been safer. So we accept above. We pull back, not the cleanest entry for the VWAP, but for the value area. Um, we do get this opportunity. It's maintained, a little choppy for my liking. And then we get yet another pullback. This was the final time to get onto this train at 44.81. We do have a continuation play at here at 86s, and could have took this to the prior day value area, which I wasn't paying attention to at all. Do kind of look above, and we fail. Again, a lot of contention here. Let's take a look at this, the delta. So in the delta, we have a higher high, and we have a higher high here, so it matches. However, we have this is a higher low, but it's a lower low on the delta, so we could be seeing the strength losing, and this would have been a really wonderful opportunity to get short. So we get short at 90, you know, take one off at VWAP, and then the other at the opposite side of that. So that's 10 points right there. Chop, attempt to break out of this rotational. So we attempt to break out, fail to do that, and then we have this little pullback opportunity. So a little return pullback, and chops up. Could have taken that to the opposite side of value. That's like another 10 points. And then we attempt to break out of value again. We test 81, and then we get to the one standard deviation, and it's like 5 points. It's not the best move. We do have a divergence, as this is this is going from a higher low to a lower low, and this is going from a lower low to a higher low. So we could sense some divergence there. So watch that. Possible pullback long, opposite side of value, and then kind of end the day, pulling back. So the main takeaway is everything matters. Everything matters, even though these are half days, these aren't full days. So we have Friday, which matters, but we have Monday and Tuesday, and combining all of these does give us a nice curve, and the curve gave us actionable information. So that is, in fact, this is balance. So on top of that balance, it's going to be here. So for tomorrow, I'm going to be looking at 44.91 and 44.79 along with. So as of right now, looks like we're attempting to push down. So I would look for a, pull back short from 44.80 if we accept above. Look for longs. You know the deal from there. Like I said, monthly, quarterly, can't really do anything at that. Still, we're watching the 44.82 area. And let's take a look if Tuesday's volume profile really teaches us anything. So this is T-shaped profile, so I'd be looking at this value area here and this value area here. But I don't see anything that really tips off the move. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I just see this value area. Sure, maybe get a bounce here. I do like how this value area did kind of cap off this action. I mean, 90 only went to 91. And again, you have to think areas or zones, not lines. We do get a really strong reaction off of this 90 all the way to 83. Could have been a decent opportunity. But as for tomorrow, So as of right now, we're kind of in this 4-day balance. And, based on this 4-day balance, I'm going to look for longs above 44.91 and shorts below 44.79 and kind of playing in between. If we're inside, I'll look for a balance play. Not going to rush anything, but we're just going to look for any opportunities there may be. But as of right now, we're balanced, so I would expect more of the same. That is the general rule here. But I believe that'll be it for me today. I don't really know if the footprint shows anything important. We'll take a look. We do have this pullback. So, kind of have this overlap here. So this would have been a potential opportunity to long. And see, I don't see anything that's very, anything that jumps out. I mean, look at this very positive delta. We don't go anywhere. And so, I don't know. This going into this. Do you see a little bit of a delta flip? I don't know. But I think that'll be it for me today. We're going to watch these weekly levels for potential extreme fades at 44.75. But besides that, I do like 44.74 and 44.66 to buy. That's going to be it for me today. We'll see what happens, and